Welcome back to the Lone Star Ladies.
Hi, I'm Sherry Rose, Precinct Chair for 2091 in Plano.
Hi, I'm Darlene Howell, Precinct Chair 2098.
And I'm Brandy Kennedy, Precinct Chair 2097. And today we're talking about Denton County grassroots Republican politics. And again, the opinions here are our own.
Today, our subject matter is vetting of candidates. Vetting of candidates is a very important process because it helps to make sure that we have qualified, trustworthy people capable of actually serving out their term.
Yes, and we ask, do they have qualifications and competency? Vetting helps to verify the educational and professional qualifications of a candidate, ensuring that they have the necessary skills and experience for the role. Also, candidates should have a clear understanding of local issues and policies. Vetting can assess their knowledge and stance on important matters.
Also, do they have integrity and trust? So we'll do a background check on them to make sure that they don't have a history of unethical behavior or a record. And then, we'll do a financial transparency to make sure that there's no conflict of interest. Is a Republican donating to a Democrat? That's a no-go with the Republican Party, right? Yeah. So great local resources, or just resources in general. OpenSecrets.org, TransparencyUSA.org, Ethics.state.tx.us. Sorry, there's a lot of dots in that one. And then the last one, FollowTheMoney.org. It's a great site.
Vetting also enhances public trust. So people feel better about voting for a candidate if they know that they have been through some kind of process where they're asked a lot of questions.
Absolutely.
It also reduces misinformation because hopefully along the process of being interviewed by numerous people, if they're trying to pass, misleading information or false information, we'll find out about it through the process.
Yeah.
Yes, and vetting fosters accountability. The vetting process establishes a standard for candidates, holding them accountable for their actions and statements. Knowing they will be vetted may encourage candidates to maintain higher ethical standards throughout their candidacy. So in summary, vetting candidates is essential for ensuring that those who seek public office are qualified, trustworthy, and capable of serving their community effectively. This process ultimately contributes to the health of the constitutional republic system.
Absolutely. And after they go through this vetting process and they want to get public endorsements and political endorsements. And does that matter? Absolutely. Yeah. A public declaration of support for a candidate or a political party by an individual, organization, or group is essential. Endorsements can come from various sources, including political figures, community influencers, advocacy groups, unions, even media outlets.
Yeah.
It also very much influences how the voter perceives the candidate. So if it's a public figure or if it's a group or club that people really have a lot of respect for, or a local somebody in the community, it affects how people feel about the candidate.
Yeah. And endorsements often come with mobilization efforts such as rallies, phone banking, and canvassing. That's what we do.
Fun stuff.
This can help increase voter turnout and engagement for the endorsed candidate.
And being endorsed gives you money. So you get some financial support for volunteers and other resources during the campaign, which can be very beneficial.
Media. The media is big. So endorsements help bring the media into the picture, and the media helps grow your influence. So now you're not just in your little town, you're all over the place.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and an endorsement can signal to voters that the candidate aligns with certain values or policies, helping voters make informed choices based on their own beliefs.
And, it's important. Endorsements become more impactful when they're coming from influential figures like Donald Trump. That's a big one that people want to get. Yeah. And, it can come in crucial moments, especially right before the election.
Voter demographics is important too. So, you know, it may be in your particular area, it may be more important to get the school board endorsing you rather than the mayor. Or, you know, you've got to really know your public.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and also if a candidate is already well known and has a strong following, endorsements may have less impact compared to a lesser known candidate who could benefit significantly from the added credibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Endorsements play a big role in it.
Oh, yes, they do. Yes. In summary, political endorsements can play
A big role.
A big role. Yeah.
Very important
Yes,
stuff.
yes. And then, of course, you know, we always look at what's going on behind the scenes, and you know, we had this endorsement for Hagenbu, and he didn't even live in the district.
Right. Yeah. And we need local endorsements, but like Donald Trump endorsed Hagenbu, and
Yes.
he really doesn't know the local politics here. So it was kind of like a cringy kind of endorsement
Yes.
because, you know, we want somebody who's going to represent us
Yes,
that lives in our
yes.
district
Yes.
and wants to do right by us.
Yes.
I had some people come out to the polls one day, and I had my little voter guide, and they wanted to know what I thought, and so I was going through it and talking to them about candidates. And when we got to Hagenbu, I said, you know, he may be a wonderful person, but he does not actually live in our district, so that's why we're not supporting him. And she
Yes.
said, but Donald Trump is. So I'm sorry, Sherry, I'm going to vote the way you said on every one of these races, but not this one, because Donald Trump, if he endorsed him, then he's right. So we're fortunate that he is voting conservatively.
Yes.
Yes.
He
But
is.
you still have to look at the fact that you're supposed to live. That's a rule. You're supposed to live in your district.
Yeah, we follow the rules. In the state of Texas, you have to live in your district if
Right.
you're running for a state seat. And of course, he got an apartment, you know, in the district, and he's voting conservatively.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll run for precinct chair and
Padre
Island.
Oh, Padre, that'd be good. You know, you want to be able, and with endorsements, you know, I think about it as the candidate cycle is not done yet. So anybody can still jump into the race. So until that is closed, you don't know who you're running against yet. So why would you make an endorsement? Because there might be somebody who comes in that you're like, oh my gosh, this person is fantastic,
Right.
but I already endorsed this person. So it's kind of hard to take back an endorsement once
Right.
you've already
Yes.
given
kind
it
of
to
makes
somebody.
it look a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes.
It makes you look wishy-washy. You don't really want to look that way.
Yes.
So in Denton County, we really rely on D3C and their vetting process.
Yeah, their vetting and I'm a member of D3C, and
me
their
too.
yes, and their vetting process is really, really good. So they have to fill out a questionnaire. Once they fill out the questionnaire, they go to the video committee. We do a 30-minute interview with these candidates.
Okay.
The members of D3C are able to provide questions that they would like answered from these candidates. And during this video, that's what the vetting committee does. They interview each of the candidates with questions that members, regular people like you and I, that we want answered. So after they get done with the video, that's then sent to the members and they're able to watch the videos. So they'll be able to see every candidate running in a race that we've interviewed, and then they're going to get to vote on who they want to endorse. Now, for D3C, it takes 2/3 majority of the members to get an endorsement. So it's not every single time that somebody's going to get endorsed, but they can get recommended. Like if they have like a majority vote, they can get recommended. So it is a good process for D3C, and it's a trustworthy source to go to for that information.
I'm assuming, Brandy, that they ask different questions of different candidates, or is it kind of the same questions?
It's the same question for each of, like, let's say LISD. You have two people running for LISD. You're
Right.
going to have the same questions for those two people.
Right.
But it's going to be more looking at school board stuff.
Right.
So let's say you have the mayor. You have a couple people running for mayor.
Yeah.
They're going to have the same kind of mayor questions.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's specific to the
job description.
Job, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Also, another group that does vetting is the Plano Citizens Coalition. They hold candidate forums, they endorse, and they vet candidates, and they're located here in Plano.
Yeah, and then there's the North Texas Tea Party. While they're not exclusive to Denton County, they have a rigorous vetting process, which includes fact-checking candidates' voting records, past actions, public statements, and campaign financing.
That's good.
Their voting guide, which covers Denton County races, marks conservative candidates with an X based on extensive research by their vetting committee.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Texans for Fiscal Responsibility, they're not exclusive to Denton County either, but they have a very structured process to vet and endorse candidates who align with their mission of promoting limited government and pro-taxpayer reforms.
Yes.
True Texas Project is another group, and they vet and endorse candidates all over the state. They're very reliable.
And then we have a Texas Eagle Forum, and they've been around a long time. And while not exclusive to Denton County, they vet candidates based on their alignment with pro-life, yay, and constitutional values and traditional values. Their vetting process is thorough and designed to ensure candidates reflect the forum's mission. So it's great to go look at the Eagle Forum's website. It's got great information.
Yeah. So in local politics in Denton County, D3C, Denton County Conservative Coalition, is the best one to go to. You can go to d3cdenton@gmail.com if you want to email them for more information, or just go look at their website, and they have a ton of information on their website as well.
When we put together our voter guides, we get together, the three of us do, but I'm sure everybody has their own way of doing that. We get together and we look at all of these recommendations and weigh them out and decide who we feel are the best candidates.
Yes.
And we're going to try to bring you some interviews of candidates that are coming up in the 26th election so that you're made aware just like we are.
Yeah.
And, that's what we're hoping to bring to you as well.
Right.
Yeah, and you've probably seen our newsletters door to door. We go door to door, but we'd love to have your email address and phone number so we don't have to walk.
We can keep you
5,000
informed on
houses.
what's going on.
Absolutely.
So, well, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you, and God bless you.
And yeehaw!
Yeah.